I recognize them as sort of having magical powers. They really are magical. At a certain level with the animal, your mind is connected. The two entities, the horse and the person, are just together.
Often we hear the magic behind equine-assisted services. And as a research institution, we want to make sure that people understand that it's not magic, and there may be some magical benefits to it, but there really is an animal-human bond. So as we explore what is that animal-human bond and why do we enjoy it and why is it self-motivating, those are the questions that we really want to answer with our research.
Homepage.
Definitely does not want to say that. Should we change your greeting?
I like horses. What do you call an alligator? What do you call an alligator?
So Braden has had quite the journey, and a couple days into his life, he started having seizures. So that was the beginning of our journey. That was kind of not what we expected with Braden.
My name is Braden.
His current diagnosis is called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, which is basically the tendency to have a variety of types of seizures. Through his life, we've done various therapies, various activities. We've always had occupational therapy and physical therapy and speech therapy as part of his life.
I like to hang. My name is Braden.
As a mom, watching him go through everything he's been through has been so difficult. It's been a beautiful journey that I would never have chosen for myself or anyone else, and there have been lots of highs and lows. We've had times when we've just been devastated. I mean, from the first seizure to the first time you Googled the diagnosis, right, and hit the floor crying. I very specifically remember one time I thought we were going to a rehab appointment. I sat there and had the doctor tell me that his femurs had grown straight instead of, so hip dysplasia, instead of being notched into his pelvis. And so at this appointment where I was expecting nothing dramatic to happen, the doctor looked at me and said, "We have to break your son's legs." And we have to put those in socket for him because he'll have the hips of an 80-year-old when he's 10 if we don't. And having no idea I was walking into that and leaving and calling my husband and trying to explain that to him, it was devastating. And so, various health challenges and various times that he's been through things, and as a parent, all you want is to take it on for yourself, right? Just take it away from him and give it to me.
So what we're working on with Braden is we're just trying to get him loosened up and ready to go ride the horse. And so he's in the wheelchair a lot, and so his pelvis back, he has like a little curvature to his spine. So we're just trying to get that loosened up and ready to be more effective on the actual horse when he gets on there.
We will try, anything we can to help him thrive. And so we moved up here and found my heroes and the Temple Grandin Center. So we've really enjoyed the experience of having authentic equine-assisted therapy for him.
The Temple Grandin Equine Center is Colorado State University's initiative regarding education, research, and outreach in equine-assisted services. Equine-assisted services is using the horse and the horse environment for an activity or an event for the betterment of humans' life. The most common type of participant in equine-assisted service is someone with a disability, whether that is cognitive, physical, or emotional.
Good job, let's walk on.
When they're receiving a mounted session, meaning when they're horseback, they're actually triggering the brain to feel what it would be like to have a traditional gait, a traditional walking gait. Therapy, whether occupational, physical, or speech, is beneficial for individuals with disabilities, especially those with autism. But what is really great is that our initial data from our research studies is showing that equine-assisted services are more beneficial than the traditional physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Maybe you came for the physical aspect of it, but you also received the benefit in social aspect, because beyond the training that we can provide, there's something innate as well. A lot of times, our horses are trained to notice when something is not right with the client.
His therapeutic riding instructor, she would tell me things like the horse knows. And at first, I'll be honest, I thought she was a little bit off her rocker. And as I watched, the bond between the rider and the horse is really something incredible. To watch this huge animal just stop. Then Braden has a seizure. Whenever Braden is about to have a seizure, he may know, but he can't communicate it. But for some reason, that animal knows.
Okay, walk on.
Walk on. Here we go.
And Joan's favorite position. I have a neurodegenerative disorder, genetically determined Charcot-Marie tooth disease, a disorder that causes nerves to degenerate and die. Okay? I can't walk normally. I can't feel things normally.
Shorten those arms up a little bit.
It used to be sort of an annoyance, but now it's an everyday part of all the time. The recent challenges now are motor challenges, motor planning, movement, being able to physically do things. And then on an emotional level, the changes in my mood and bipolar disorder they're even more challenging. I feel badly because I'm not able to do things. But more often than not, and certainly lately, it moves me toward doing art. I can be so depressed as to not want to deal with other human beings, and it can be very bad. Although I will avoid for months coming over here because it's too hard. It's too hard. In those times, it's never too hard for horses. It's never too hard for horses.
The unique role of the horse is to allow for this bond, this unspoken, non-judgmental relationship that is reciprocal. And so if we invest in it, then we get back the support. We'll close the gate behind us. Welcome. I'm sorry to hear how to.
So I won't be walking him around today.
No walking with him today. That's okay. At least you say hello. Doc is working through some decreased nerve sensation in his feet and hands, and When we're working together in the equine environment, he's doing a lot of telling where his body is in space.
Yeah. I gotta get up a little bit more. There we go.
He loves his roping, so using his hands together to coordinate the ropes, to coordinate the movement for the lasso, for the rope activity itself. The unique role of our equine partners is this kind of silent support for all things.
Your mind is connected. There's no hierarchy. That intimacy is that the horse is helping you and you're helping the horse. I mean, it's really profound.
There's power and there's comfort. And that working with the animal is motivating, and it brings us some joy. And you see parents come in and see changes that they have never seen before.
Through the years, been able to see him come from not holding his head up to mostly able to sit on his own. He still needs balance help, but he's physically able to support his own weight now, and that's been a huge blessing to the whole family, especially to him. You almost can't even describe it without seeing it, but it's really cool. There are so many stories of people who have been able to, recover from injury or experience new levels of abilities that they never had before equine-assisted therapy. And across the board, tremendous things to say about it. And so we really looked forward to having that experience, and we're grateful that we've been able to now.